everybody, this is Natasha Wilkinson, your independent Sensei consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. So, I'm back with an ultimate 6-pack video. I know it's been a while since I have done one of my ultimate 6-pack series. For those of you who are not newer to my channel and don't know what that is, I did a couple of series where I basically created my favourite ultimate 6-pack based on the premise if every scent that had ever been available here in our catalogue in region 3 was available. So they may not actually be available at the moment, but based on the premise, if I had access to every scent in Scentsy, what would be my ultimate 6-pack on a particular theme? So I will be going back to that. But today's ultimate 6-pack, I've gone on a little bit of a different tangent with today's ultimate 6-pack. So I wanted to create a 6-pack that you could basically purchase now. So this 6-pack is scents that are available now, although one scent will probably be leaving us at the end of the month. I haven't got a list yet of what's leaving us at the end of the month, but because it is part of our Christmas collection, I am going to presume a lot of our Christmas scents and a lot of our Halloween scents will be leaving at the end of the month. Here in Australia, we're in our summer. So this is the first month of summer. Summer is December, January, February. For us here in Australia, we are experiencing hot weather. I know one of my favourite fragrance families to warm a bakery. But saying that, sometimes bakery scents can become a little bit heavy and they're a little bit more catered towards your summer. So what I thought I would do is I would create an ultimate 6-pack summer bakery scent that you could purchase from our catalogue and enjoy bakery if you're a bakery lover like me. And I'm going to also, I couldn't resist. I found there's a shop similar to Wish, similar to Amazon, called Shein. And they had these cute little ice cream, I guess, boxes. So for anyone that purchases this ultimate 6-pack bakery set, I'm going to be sending out some of my favourite samplers that I like to warm in summer in bakery. So these will contain some scents that you can't get in the catalogue that are some in my Scentsy Club. But if you like them, I will, and we'll talk about those scents as well, provide options that might give you something similar in this video. But let's talk about the ultimate 6-pack. So you don't have to live local to me to grab this 6-pack. You can just go onto your consultant's website, your website, or you can even pop onto my website and do a bundle and save of a 6-pack to grab these specific scents that I've based my summer bakery ultimate 6-pack around. Now, from the box you can kind of guess the theme. I've gone with an ice cream shop type theme. Now, I'm not going to name names that contain, for instance, Neapolitan or Splice or things like that, that have a license in with another company like Streets or Peters. So they're not based off scents like that because A, we don't have the licensing agreement and I could get in trouble for doing that. But my thought preference with this bakery 6-pack was just a basic ice cream shop growing up as a kid, you come in from the beach or you come in from a hot summer's day in the shopping centre, you'd have your ice cream shops and you just choose the scoop of ice cream. So that's kind of where this thought process came from, and I do have to say some of these scents weren't all based on my ideas. Some I've tried and loved and kind of popped into this 6-pack. So because we're doing a ice cream themed 6-pack, I've started with 2 bars that are going to be your base to create the mixes of your ice cream fragrances. And the 2 I have chosen have been Vanilla Bean Buttercream and Vanilla Waves. So Vanilla Bean Buttercream is more your rich, creamy vanilla scent. I will pop scent descriptions in the description below and up above here. So to create an ice cream, you're going to need a good, rich, creamy vanilla base before you add any of your other flavours. So that's why I chose Vanilla Bean Buttercream, because it is creamy, it is rich, and it is vanilla. And the other one I chose was Vanilla Waves. This is a little bit more lighter, but it's got that very summery vibe. You're still getting that vanilla, and Vanilla Waves, when I smell this, I'm transported to the beach. I can smell that salty sea air in the air while I'm just licking down a plain vanilla ice cream. That's what I get when I smell Vanilla Waves. So these are the first 2 that are basically going to be in your 6-pack, that you could use one or the other, or you could do a little bit of both in your mixing to create that ice cream base. So next we want some flavours with our ice cream. So the first one, my favourite growing up as a kid, I would always want a boysenberry type ice cream. And I found when I was creating this, I was reaching for scents that I absolutely enjoy but don't want much because they're catalogue staples, and I am busy reaching for the limited time onlys. I'm busy trying all the new sets that I sometimes get the catalogue staples. So it was nice to revisit some of these staples in creating this ultimate 6-pack. So my favourite growing up as a kid was always a boysenberry type ice cream. That play on that tart and sweet, rich berry. So I've included in the 6-pack a black raspberry and vanilla, which, as I said, is a perfect catalogue staple. And when I was doing my experimenting, I personally did the mixture with Vanilla Bean Buttercream. So I added that creamy, sweet ice cream taste to that very rich and tart berry. Took me back to my childhood eating boysenberry ice cream. So this is a really nice summer mix that I will be definitely doing myself again. The next one, I can't take credit for this one, but I warmed it and fell in love with. Again, it's using the Vanilla Bean Buttercream as your base, but cocoa lime. So if you're looking for something a little bit more brighter, a little bit more citrusy, this is like a lime, key lime pie or a lime ice cream. And I do find cocoa lime is a very, very strong performer. It's very, very overpowering, and a lot of scents. When I am splitting ratios, I do, because I do a lot of cocktail mixes with cocoa lime myself too. I do have to do less cocoa lime and more of the other fruity scent. But Vanilla Bean Buttercream really creams cocoa lime out and holds its own when you mix with cocoa lime. So you can do equal ratios with this and get a really good lime bakery dessert. So that's the next one in the Ultimate 6-pack. So my kids' favourite when I take them to an ice cream shop, they're always going for the bubble gum scents. And I don't know why, but they love that blue bubble gum scent. So what better way to try and recreate that with Berry Bright? So you could use Vanilla Waves, or you could use Vanilla Bean Buttercream, depending on how heavy you want that creamy richness, or you could use a little bit of both. I went Vanilla Waves with this one in my little recipe card. So I've created little recipe cards, and so you can see what you might want to pair with it. But as I said, by putting both a Vanilla Waves and a Vanilla Bean Buttercream in this Ultimate 6-pack, it's giving you options of what you basically want to mix with these other scents I've kind of chosen for the 6-pack. So I've used Berry Bright because it's a very sweet berry scent. It also has that very candy, very floss-like sugary note, which reminds me a little bit of that blue bubblegum ice cream you can pick up from a ice cream shop. So I thought that was the perfect accompaniment for that type of scent. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different summer ice cream type scents, or summer ice cream desserts with, or there's 3, but with 2 base mixes with our Ultimate 6-pack. And the final one I put in my Ultimate 6-pack, which is available now, but as I said, we'll probably need this at the end of this month. I haven't got the list yet, so I'm not 100% sure on that. But there are a couple of fragrances that I have a feeling might be leaving at the end of this month too. So you can't pass a good old... Another favourite of mine as a kid was the vanilla ice creams that had the big chunks of toffee in it. They used to be called Hokey Pokey or Honeycomb Crunch, or they all had different names depending on what ice cream shop you went into when you got your waffle cake. So I wanted to kind of recreate that image. So I chose Salted Caramel Toffee from our Sense of the Season collection because it is just an ooey gooey chewy caramel scent. You could probably use Gimme Candy, which is still available, but I have a feeling that's about to reach its last. I think we have them out for 3 months before they take them out of the catalogue with our Sense of the Months, if they're still available. If they sell out before then they're no longer available. But so this was my 6th suggestion for my 6-pack, to create a caramel ice cream with either Vanilla Bean Buttercream or Vanilla Waves. If you want it more heavy on the caramel, go Vanilla Waves. If you want it a bit lighter on the caramel and more of that creamy base, then go your Vanilla Bean Buttercream. So that is my Ultimate 6-pack that you can grab now, that is going to give you a very bakery vibe but summer at the same time. It's going to include Salted Caramel Toffee, Berry Bright, Black Raspberry and Vanilla, Cocoa Lime, and then the 2 base mixes, Vanilla Bean Buttercream and Vanilla Waves. But there are some tried and true, I guess, scents that I love to recreate during summer and love to warm in summer, that give me that bakery vibe. Now, some of these scents are available in the catalogue, some are not. And this is what I will be providing samples of. And I will be providing also, as I talk about these, maybe something that might work similar to this, but if it's not available in the catalogue, that you can get now. So The first one I want to talk about, I usually mix 3 scents together. And for me, apple pie is all about winter. But summer, a peach cobbler is kind of my idea of a beautiful summer bakery scent. So I have got to recreate this peach cobbler type mix. Apricot vanilla, which is also in our catalogue, and would also make a fantastic ice cream scent mixed with either vanilla waves or vanilla bean buttercream by itself. Cinnamon and vanilla to add that little bit of spice to that cobbler pie. This is also still available, so you can grab these too. And then I want that crumb top base. So I generally mix crumb top. This is not available currently. This is a scent I have in my Scentsy Club, and it's just a good, a very oatmeal, oat type scent. But what I will suggest, January's Bring Back My Bar, we have, if you want that crumb base, you can do this without the crumb base and still get a very similar vibe. So you could just get cinnamon, vanilla and apricot vanilla and mix those two and get a similar vibe. But what I would suggest, if you want that added crumb note like I do, in January, without Bring Back My Bar here in Australia, we have Perfect Oatmeal coming back. So that might be a good base to use instead of crumb top. I will say Perfect Oatmeal from reading the description. I've never tried this particular scent, but reading the description, it says it's got a raisin note in it. So it would probably still give you that crumb top base, but with the raisin note, it would make probably this cobbler a little bit more muesli bar-y, I'm guessing. But it would still probably work as a really nice summer bakery. And if you want to, because apricot vanilla can be quite light, if you want to amp that peach note up, maybe instead of apricot vanilla, try something like Plumeria Peach, which is available in our catalogue. It's a little bit more peach heavy, it will amp it up. And if you do have access to, which are not available, but if you really want a big bang for your buck peach scent and you do have access to these particular scents in your club, or you have some older bars, Ruby Nectarine, or from our last summer collection, the Peachy and Palm Trees. So if you're wanting to amp that fruit note up with that cinnamon and vanilla and that crumb top. So that would be my suggestion for a peach cobbler type scent for bakery. The next one, kids love to go to the shops and buy chocolate, strawberry, vanilla ice cream. So I'm just calling it the classic 3 to avoid any basically licensing issues. I know a lot of people know it as Neapolitan, but as I said, we don't have licensing agreements with Peters, we don't have licensing agreement with any other ice cream companies, and I don't want to get in trouble. So just a classic strawberry, vanilla and chocolate ice cream. So of course you're going to use your vanilla bean buttercream as your base for your vanilla. And here in Australia we don't have many strawberry scents, so I've chosen Strawberry Rose from our catalogue to do this classic vanilla strawberry chocolate ice cream. And then for the chocolate base, again this is one that's unfortunately not available because we don't have many chocolate scents. But from our last Bring Back My Bar we had Hug in a Mug, and I have done these 3 together and you totally get that vanilla strawberry chocolate ice cream vibe. But if you don't have access to Hug in a Mug, my suggestion would be, again, bring back my buy in January, we will have available Mocha Doodle for the month. So Mocha Doodle is and I have tried Mocha Doodle, it is absolutely fabulous. So it's another chocolate scent, but it's got a little bit of a coffee note to it. So it's going to give you that same chocolate strawberry vanilla ice cream vibe, just with a little bit of the coffee edge to it. So if you don't have access to Hug in a Mug but want to try a classic vanilla strawberry chocolate ice cream type mix, then go Mocha Doodle, vanilla bean, buttercream and strawberry rose if you don't have access to Hug in a Mug. So the last one is for my citrusy lovers. So this is the last sample I will be providing. So I'm going to be providing a peach cobbler type sampler, a classic vanilla chocolate and strawberry ice cream sampler, and then I'm going to be providing in my little sampler with my Happy Mail this month in those little ice cream packs a citrus ice cream sampler. This I love running through my house at the peak of summer. It just brightens the house up, it freshens the house up, it's cooling and refreshing. But again, the two citrus scents I use are not available. So I'm going to say, because these are not available, if you're going to want to try something similar, go, what could you go with this one? This was a hard one for me to choose because there wasn't really any citrus scents in our catalogue that was similar to these scents. But I would suggest maybe try cocoa nut and lemongrass would probably be the closest you could get with the base. So the base is going to be a vanilla waves. It's very summery, it's very fresh, it's very bright, and it's going to just sweeten these two citrus scents up a little bit so they're not too tart and too sour. And then what I do in alternating warmers in my house is I use tangerine creamsicle, which was a scent from our last catalogue season. I'm hoping they bring it back again. I do find it a little bit tart by itself, but it is a very fresh, bright, summery tangerine ice cream type scent, which is why I normally mix it with vanilla waves, just to add that little bit more creamy sweetness. And then in alternating warmers, I also do lemon sorbet, and unfortunately this one has also retired, and this smells like those white lemonade ice blocks when I smell this. So that is my third little mix. As I said, these three, the peach cobbler, the vanilla chocolate strawberry ice cream, and these are ones that I really, really enjoy in summer. And I know I'm also now going to enjoy, since trying the cocoa lime one, that's probably going to go into my routine of a summer bakery scent. I really enjoyed the boysenberry one that I experimented with, and I just wanted to, as I said, with this Ultimate 6-pack video, create something that you could purchase now, but you could maybe still feel those summery vibes, but still enjoy some bakery in summer that wasn't too heavy and wasn't too in your face. So I hope you like these suggestions. As I said, the Ultimate 6-pack are basically all available, can be purchased now. Some of the scents in my, as I said, favourite bakery summer scents can be purchased, or you could probably purchase something that was similar to try mixing with. But for anyone that does want to try this Ultimate 6-pack bakery scent out and wants me to put a packet together for you, let me know. Or as I said, you can just go onto the website and purchase a bundle and save 6-pack yourself, and I will send you out my samplers of my other favourite little scents, because I will be making those samples up anyway to go in this month's Happy Mail. And I have printed little recipe cards out to show you, I guess, what my suggestions would be. But as I said, you don't have to follow my suggestions. You could use either base. You could mix and create your own of these. I just think there's a very versatile, fruity scents that are going to create a really nice summer bakery ice cream shop type scents. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Until then, stay safe and bye for now.